from the deserts of Arabia, forged from the scorching golden sands of the UAE, NIMR emerges as a major player in the light to medium weight defense vehicles industry. NIMR has steadily supported the UAE Armed Forces since 2005, growing a reputation for versatility, ruggedness, and performance.
According to the website of Hurriyet Daily News, the Turkish defense company Otokar is now ready to start the mass production of the first locally made main battle tank, called Altay. The Altay is set to become one of the world's most advanced main battle tanks and the backbone of the Turkish armed forces. The mass production of the Altay tank is among the main agenda of items in Otokar's future goals. Otokar, in accordance with the Modern Tank Production Project with National Opportunities, First Period Turkish Main Combat Tank Design and Prototype Production Main Agreement, signed with the Undersecretary for Defense Industries in 2008, has completed the development process and prototype production. While the user system qualifications and acceptance tests were ongoing, the proposal on serial production was presented to the SSM on January 18th, in accordance with the agreement and project schedule. After the SSM's evaluation, an opinion about the mass production process will be formed. The Altay Project Second Period Mass Production Project involves the production of 250 tanks and their integrated logistical support activities. The United States and South Korea are currently in discussions regarding the feasibility of deploying a Terminal High Altitude Area Defense, or THAAD system, there in South Korea, along with its associated radar, while nearby China has voiced objections to this idea. No decisions have been reached, but earlier this week, Lieutenant General David L. Mann, commander of the U.S. Army Space and Missile Defense Command, Army Forces Strategic Command, and Joint Functional Component Command for Integrated Missile Defense, said such an emplacement would provide a huge increase in capabilities in South Korea to protect against threats posed by North Korea. THAAD is a key element of the ballistic missile defense system designed to defend U.S. troops, allied forces, populated centers, and critical infrastructure. The THAAD missile system is an easily transportable defense weapon system to protect against hostile incoming threats, such as tactical and theater ballistic missiles at ranges of 200 kilometers and at altitudes up to 150 kilometers. In a forthcoming exercise, Russia's strategic nuclear force will start field testing a mobile robot designed to guard and defend strategic missile facilities. The Russian Defense Ministry's press service said, "What makes the exercise due soon in Russia's easternmost division of a strategic missile force so special is the use of the most complex robots for resistance to groups of saboteurs. The exercise will help evaluate the capabilities of the robot system's fire module to track down and monitor drones," the Defense Ministry said. The robot is meant for conducting field reconnaissance, for identification and elimination of stationary and mobile targets, for providing fire support for military units, and for patrolling and protecting of sensitive facilities in combination with automated security systems. The cutting-edge technology will make it possible to conduct combat operations at night while remaining disclosure-proof. Indian Tata Motors company has developed a variant of Kestrel 8x8 armored fighting vehicle, fitted with the Russian BMP-2 manned combat turret. The upgraded AFV was shown for the first time at DefExpo India 2016. The new Kestrel modifications have received a basic BMP-2 turret armed with a 30mm stabilized 2842 automatic cannon, a coaxial 7.62 PKT machine gun, and 6 Tuncher 902V smoke grenade launchers. The 9M111 Fagot and 9M113 Conquerors anti-tank guided missile launching units installed on the roof have been removed. The combat module retains basic armor protection against 14.5mm bullets, and the organic sighting systems of the basic BMP-2's turret have not been replaced. The Kuwaiti and Italian governments finally inked a multi-billion-dollar contract for 28 Eurofighter jets. The contract signature for 22 single-seat and 6 twin-seat follows the announcement of an agreement between the state of Kuwait and the Italian government for the procurement of the aircraft on the 11th of September 2015. The aircraft will be of Tranche 3 standard and will be equipped with the E-scan radar. Bell Helicopter has been awarded a $170 million contract for the manufacture and delivery of 9 AH-1Z Viper combat helicopters and 9 auxiliary fuel kits for the government of Pakistan under the Foreign Military Sales Program. The US Department of Defense announced this on its website on April 4, 2016. The Radio Electronic Technologies Group, CRET, has delivered 2 Mi-8MTPR1 helicopters with the Raishang AV jamming station to the Russian Defense Ministry. CRET CEO Nikolai Koltsov announced this on Wednesday. CRET is a subsidiary of Russian state high-tech corporation Rostec. The U.S. Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, DARPA, christened an experimental self-piloting ship. The Sea Hunter has been built to travel over the open seas for months at a time, hunting submarines without a single crew member aboard. The vessel was developed and built through the agency's Anti-Submarine Warfare Continuous Trial Unmanned Vessel Program, ACTUV. ACTUV is a 130-foot twin-screw trimaran designed for enhanced stability in all kinds of weather. It has a number of unusual features because it does not need to accommodate people. For example, interior spaces are accessible for maintenance but aren't designed to support a permanent crew. But of broader technical significance is that ACTUV embodies breakthroughs in autonomous navigational capabilities with the potential to change the nature of US maritime operations. ACTUV accomplishes this feat through advanced software and hardware that serves as automated lookouts, enabling the ship to operate safely near manned maritime vessels in all weather and traffic conditions, day or night. The Norwegian Ministry of Defense yesterday announced that DCNS was identified as one of 2 potential candidates for the replacement of its submarine fleet. A historical partner of Norway, DCNS proposes the design of its Scorpene submarine as a possible option to replace the in-service Ula-class submarines of the Norwegian Navy. The group benefits from the strong support of French authorities. The Norwegian Ministry of Defense is considering plans to purchase a fleet of next-generation submarines to replace 6 in-service Ula-class diesel-electric boats of the Norwegian Navy. DCNS has a long and successful experience in designing and building advanced submarines for the French Navy and international clients. The Scorpene has already been chosen by the Chilean, Royal Malaysian, Indian, and Brazilian navies. During DIMDEX 2016, held recently in Qatar, Lockheed Martin was showcasing a scale model representing the MMSC multi-mission surface combatant being offered to the Royal Saudi Navy as part of a modernization program for the Saudi Navy's Eastern Fleet called SNEP-2. The model on display at DIMDEX featured an Ottomalara 76mm main gun, 8 Harpoon anti-ship missiles, 16 Mk-41 VLS cells, a C-ram on top of the hangar, 2 triple torpedo launchers, and what looks like 2 Mk-38 turrets. Below the helicopter deck is a mission bay area that still has some built-in modularity. There is space for a ramp-launched RHIB or our depth sonar. A Lockheed Martin representative told us that the final design and configuration is still being worked on. Hull size and shape, propulsion system, power output, helicopter hangar, etc. remain unchanged compared to the US Navy Freedom class Littoral combat ship